All right, Rocket Pro Ignite, please help me welcome to the stage your host, Executive Vice President of Rocket Pro, Mike Fawaz.
What's up, guys? Wow. Good afternoon. How are you guys? I see a lot of incredible familiar faces up front. Primerica, my friends here out of San Fran. By the way, true story, 4 years or 5 years on the road to California. I still can't figure out where Ramon is. Is that north or south? I can't figure out where Danny and Joe is. I still get confused. I think you guys are close to each other. Sometimes I throw my team off because I'm like, I'm going to San Fran, but I think I want to see someone in San Diego. My team's like, it's another plane. Or a lot of people, props to Danny Iskander, says, it just seems that you only visit Orange County because of Danny Iskander. Anyways, welcome. My name is Mike Fawaz. I'm excited to have you all today. I'm excited to get in front of you and really kick off this incredible event. Because in my opinion, today is not just another Ignite event. In my opinion, I believe today it's a start of something new, a start of something special. I believe you all saw what we did a couple of weeks ago at Super Bowl. Who here saw what we did at Super Bowl? What do you think? Yeah, it does deserve a round of applause. Our marketing team, Jonathan and everyone, Pete and Regis, they did an incredible job. But really, when you think about what we did at Super Bowl, to me, this wasn't just another slogan. This wasn't just another campaign. In my opinion, that was us. That was a purpose, okay? Own the dream. A purpose. Not another commercial, because everyone can put commercials out there. Not another TV ad on Super Bowl. This was a purpose. Own the dream. Because in my opinion, that's what we do every single day. We have broker partners. We have real estate agents. We have our incredible team members, ops, sales, marketing, cap markets, everyone that has to do with anything that we touch on the Rocket Pro side. And those are the folks that make an impact, because what we do every day is not selling homes. It's not selling dreams. It's really helping folks own the dream, helping folks find home. Think about that, right? And by the way, I heard that song for the very first time probably 2 weeks before. That's not the type of music I listen to, right, my friend Dean? I know you guys are laughing. But I'm like, all right, well, let me listen to it again. I started listening to it. But real talk, we all have those dreams and we all have those journeys that we're going on. So think about it. Take me home. Country roads, don't worry, I'm not going to sing it. To the place I belong. We all took that journey. I took that journey 20-something years ago, 1998. I wanted to come to a place where I belong, right? I fought to come here and make a difference for myself and my family. You all do these things every single day. So when I think about the words, take me home country road, when I think take me home country roads to the place I belong, I can tell you that gives me an incredible feeling. And I want you to take a moment and let that sink in. Think about that feeling, right? When you get to your house every single night, you pull up into the driveway and you walk through those doors. You're not walking into a house. You're walking into a home. When you put your keys on the counter and you walk through your house and you hear chatter and laughter in the other room, that is not a house. That is a home. That is a family that you are part of. And that's what it's all about. For a very long time, in the last 2 to 3 years, people started telling us, like, we shouldn't think about this dream and we shouldn't worry about this dream. The market is here. This is what's happening. There's no inventory. Interest rates going up, interest rates going down. No one knows what's happening. But the reality is that dream is so alive. Sometimes people don't pay attention to it. So I'm very proud to be part of a company that went out there, okay, at a time where people are thinking not very positive about the market, and talk about this vision, this purpose, about providing some positivity to America, and talk about owning the dream. For the very first time, someone is standing up saying, we want to own the dream together with our broker partners, with their clients, with the humans that they're delivering to every single day, we want to own that dream together. A house is just walls and a roof. That's what it is. A house is just walls and roof. But a home is where you belong. A home represents that freedom, that sacrifice, that sense of accomplishment. A home is where you walk into the doors and you say to yourself, I have what I've been fighting for. I'm able to accomplish that dream. And us at Rocket Pro, with you, all of our incredible partners and our team members, we're on this mission together. We're going to go out there to America and we are going to own the dream with Americans and help humans into homes together. But here's the thing. Let's be honest. This doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't, right? It happens because of you, okay? It happens because of all the things that you put in every single day to be able to help people. When you go out there and you speak to a client that's heard over and over that they can't qualify and they're not able to accomplish their dreams, and you say, you know what, I'm going to help you. When you, every one of us, when you pick up that phone and you answer that call, when you give someone hope and you say, you know, I'm going to work with you on your credit, I'm going to provide to you an affordable product to help you accomplish that dream. When you sit down and you really think about them as humans, not as numbers, you're allowing and you're putting people in a position to win, in a position to accomplish owning a dream. You're actually helping them to get home. Not own a house, but taking them home, helping them home. Not just giving them a key at the closing table, but you're actually giving them a chance to build for their family. You're giving them a chance to build their legacy. You're giving them a chance to provide for people around them that depends on them. So the next time you're speaking to someone, I ask you, take a step back. We're all busy, but think about what you are doing. And if you've ever had a doubt that what you're doing and what you're working on doesn't matter, I promise you, it matters a lot, because you're helping humans accomplish the dream. You're helping them own the dream. You're helping them start something special. You're helping them to sit at home in that house, but really feel that this is their home. Celebrate with their family, Thanksgiving, Christmas, sit down and feel that safety. It's more than just keys, I promise you that. It's more than just a HUD statement and a loan estimate and an interest rate and a payment. It's a greater cause. It's a cause about helping humans accomplish that incredible dream. I promise you, it's worth fighting for every single day. And I applaud you for what you do, because I promise you, I understand that my team, all of us here, we're grateful for what you do, whether you're internal or external. We understand what you put in every day, and for that, we are grateful. And I want to give you guys all a round of applause for that. I ask you, as you enter the day and you listen and you go through what we're going to be showing you, and we celebrate together and we talk about the success and we celebrate our partners, to do 3 things for me. Think about that. I want you to reconnect. I want you to recharge, and I want you to rise. Please think about that for a moment. Reconnect to your purpose. Why do you do what you do every single day? Why do you wake up every single morning, show up to the office and speak to humans to help them? Recharge your passion. Our passion, I just talked about it. Own the dream. We want to change America today. We want to put people in position to believe that they can own the dream. We want to do it together, by the way, because a lot of people ask me, is this Fawaz a retail thing, not a Rocket Pro thing? And I can assure you, this is all of us thing. We can't do it without you. Retail can't do it without you. You can't do it without retail. We are one team. So reconnect, recharge, rise. Rise to your calling. Your people depend on you. The humans that you speak to every single day depend on you to give them your best. And they want you to, and I know you can. And you are providing an incredible service, more than just keys. I say this over and over. It's not just about keys and closing statements and showing up to the closing. It's about a home, a sense of belonging. It's about freedom. It's about sacrifice. It's about relentless pursuit of happiness. You're providing people hope into a greater future, a better future, a future where they can provide to their kids, to their loved ones, their mom, their sister, their daughter, their family, their husband, their wife, their grandfather, their granddaughter, people that depend on them every single day, communities that depend on them. You do something very, very special. I promise you, you do. For a very long time, I heard people say, this is a rewarding job, Fawaz. This is a career where you can make a ton of money, and maybe that's right. But I promise you, it's more than that. When you sit down, take a step back and think about it, it's more than that. In the last 3 years, what we've been through, I can tell you, I evaluate every single day what's happening in the market and what we're going through and what our broker partners are going through and our team member. And I believe, and my team believes, and I believe you guys also believe in that, we are doing something much greater than just providing loan options, refinances, purchases. We are providing a dream and making that dream become a reality because we believe in what we do every single day. And here at Rocket Pro, we want you to know that you are part of this dream. You are part of what we are working on. You're part of this purpose, this mission, this campaign. It's about you because you represent a very large part of our business. And without you, we wouldn't be able to be here today. So for that, I want you to know that we are grateful for you. We appreciate you. We are thankful for every single thing you do every single day. We understand it's not easy. We're with you. We're in the trenches. We know what's happening. But with you, with everyone here, we want to own the dream. So God bless you. We are going to own the dream and change the narrative in America, one human at a time. Not a number, not a closing, not keys. Human beings owning the dream and accomplishing something very, very special. God bless you. Thank you.
Let's get you home.
Almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Life is older,
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing
That's my
like
little
a
man.
breeze.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I can't wait to get there, man.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Take me home, country roads.
Please welcome virtually our Vice President of Marketing, Regis Hedieres.
Hi, everyone. It's really great to be with you here today. You know, that ad marks the launch of our full brand restage and introduction of our core creative idea, Own the Dream, to the whole country. We occupied the biggest stages in media with a bold, simple, memorable message, reminding people, just like Fawaz talked about how we have a belief in this country, an often divided country, but we all have a belief that unites us all, and that's we all deserve a shot at the American dream. You know, I've spent 20 plus years of my career here at Rocket, and I honestly can tell you I have never been more excited about where we're going overall, and especially for you, our broker community. We're showing the true soul of who we are as an organization through this restage brand. And you're going to see here today in some things that I share with you, this is intentionally designed to extend to all of you in ways that lift up you, your clients, and our partnership as America's most trusted homeownership team. Let's go behind the scenes for you, our partners, and those of you who are listening and watching who are deciding how much you want to partner with us. So first off, this simple chart here kind of shows you about 6+ months of work we did because we knew our messaging needed to go beyond entertaining people. It needed to go to moving people. And so we spent 6 months of work to ensure our values and our culture internally come through properly externally. Okay, so our mission, yes, what we want to do is help everyone home. Fawaz just talked about what we believe home means, and it's so much more than keys or a closing, right? Why we do it? Our why is to give everyone a shot at a more prosperous life. That means clients out there. That means our partners like all of you. Our why is prosperity. And how we show up is as a compassionate trailblazer. To us, compassion means empathy. All of you have to extend so much empathy every single day when you're working with clients, and then turning that empathy into action. So empathy plus action is compassion. Now, to make this message land, we had to make sure that we were really dialed into the cultural context of everything going on in our world right now. And so, there is a narrative out there that the American dream is fading, that home seekers feel locked out, that rates, supply, and prices are stubborn and not moving in the direction people need, that the journey is complex, stressful, scary, and we have a new political chapter that's creating a lot of uncertainty for folks. Well, I'll tell you, this is Rocket's moment. And when I say Rocket, I mean everything Rocket. Rocket Pro, Rocket Mortgage, everything Rocket. Because we run toward the storm. We always have. We have the whole time I've been here. And we are going to empower you to build prosperity for yourselves and your clients as we work as one team to help those clients. We will become America's most trusted homeownership team in this work. I can tell you that. So let's go to our core creative idea here. I want to unpack this a little bit for you, because a core creative idea, you saw ours as Own the Dream, is not an idea for one day, one Super Bowl ad, 1 month, or even 1 year. It's often expressed like a tagline, but as it matures and evolves, it can show up without even using the tagline. We see some of the best brands in the world do that today. And our goal is to outperform those brands. So the best core creative ideas, they last for years, and they extend through all communication and storytelling that's done. B2C, B2B, even B2B2C. Okay, so that's how we think about core creative ideas. Now, when we worked on ours, this stat jumped out at us. It's hard to get people to agree on a lot of things in this country, but we see that 92% of people agree that owning a home is part of the American dream. I don't know if we can get 92% of people to agree on liking ice cream, but 92% of people agree that owning a home is part of the American dream. So for us, our core creative idea is Own the Dream. Now let's unpack that just a little bit. Own the Dream means a few different things. It's our invitation. We believe the American dream is owned, not rented. You're going to see that come through in how we support you and support our clients. Our focus is that we believe in the dream of owning a piece of the pie for yourself. And our optimism is the dream of owning isn't just owning a home. We believe it extends to the dreams that having a home enables. All the things you can do with the equity in your home and all the ways you can change your life using that equity. So as we ran the campaign, we did several different things that I'm not sure everyone knows about. So I want to catch you up on a few things you may or may not have seen. First of all, on Super Bowl Sunday, we launched this manifesto in the New York Times and then in the Wall Street Journal on Monday. And I have a copy here. It might be small on the screen for you. So I'm going to read it to you really quick, because I think this really sums up our thinking in a very clear way. We've all heard people say it. It feels like the white picket fence has reached the end of the road. Like hardworking Americans everywhere have been locked out of the dream of homeownership. But we're here to give you back the keys. Our first of its kind homeownership platform is making every step of the process simpler and more accessible. With technology, humanity, and optimism, we're breaking down walls and opening doors. We're lowering down payments to lift families up. We're turning your rent check into a head start on your starter home. We're helping more veterans come home to homes they own. And we're making 30-year bets on people who bet on themselves. Everyone in this country should be able to own a piece of it. And we're not going to stop until they can. The American dream isn't dead. We're here to help you own it. Rocket, own the dream. Now, as we look at past the print work, marketers, we use this fancy term out of home. It basically means billboard. But we have a lot of different billboards out there in the world that we're leveraging right now. I want to show you 3 of them to give you an example of how this message shows up in different ways. Here's the first one: helping more Americans own more of America. Love this baby. 1% down payment, 100% upside. And the last one here: you fought for our home, we'll fight for yours. So let's talk a little bit about how things are doing so far out there in the world, right? How's it performing? This is from an independent source called iSpot TV. And what we can see here is a lot of different things that are really interesting about how this is landing with folks out there in the world right now. Likability score, 15 percentage points above the norm, 78% brand recognition. Top emotion is heartfelt. It hits. It hits us all in a special place because there's all sorts of different stories in that ad, right? There's all sorts of different people in that ad. iSpot recognized Rocket as the all-time intent MVP, meaning that we scored 22 percentage points above the category norm for intent after seeing the ad, so purchase intent. And if we break that down a little farther, you can see here on the right, can we go back for a sec? You can see on the right that the light pink is a summation of our advertising over the past 3 years, and the dark red is this campaign. So the amount of attention we're commanding, the likability, the focus on change and relevance is literally off the charts for us in a way that we haven't seen necessarily before. So this is a really exciting spark to what's happening. But now let's go to the next side, because we have an ism here that most of you know, that the numbers and money follow, they do not lead. What that means is we chase great ideas, and then the numbers and money follow after them. Early days here, Own the Dream has not even been out in the world 2 weeks yet. 92% positive sentiment on our social channels. The campaign so far has had 6.7 billion total media impressions, 400 million on social, and we have 47% share of voice in the financial services category right now. So when we think about this ism, we chase great ideas, we prioritize creating value for all of us and for our clients, and we'll pursue that vision with a relentless passion to become great together. So when we show up as America's most trusted homeownership team, well, the numbers and money are surely going to follow. That's what this tells us. All right, so let's go to the next section here. What I'd like to do is share with everyone today 2 never before seen videos. We're previewing these at Ignite Live for all of you first. And what we'd like to do is invite you to all, if you're in the studio audience there, or if you're at home or at your office virtually, take out your phone and please scan that QR code. Because what we'd like to do is get some real-time feedback from you when you see what I'm going to show you next. Because of time, I'm going to show you 2 15-second videos. But what we've done with the campaign is we've taken each of the people that you see in that campaign, real clients, and we've extended their stories, and we're going to use those stories to tell our story in different ways. So take a moment to scan that QR code, pull up the poll, and then we'll go into the videos. All right, this first video that we'll play here in a second is an extension of one of our clients, Mateo. So let's take a listen. Let's take a watch.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong.
Now you can see what we're doing is we're starting to extend the message in different ways to lift up the broker community. I'm going to share a couple other ways we're doing this in a minute, but let's go to the next video and we can see another story segment here. Let's go ahead and watch this one.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong.
Now, this is just the beginning of all of the work that we're going to do to take this campaign and extend it and maximize it so the investment we make benefits all of you. So let's put up that QR code one more time if we could. If you didn't get a chance to scan it before, I want to make sure everyone has a second here to scan it. Let us know your thoughts. We love feedback from our partners, any and all feedback. There's no such thing as good or bad feedback. It's just feedback, and we want all of it. My team and I take it all in, and we adjust as we learn more. So any feedback you want to give to us, we want to hear. Okay, let's move on to what's next, because there's a couple things coming here, and I want to make sure everyone is really clear about this. So as you've seen already, we've launched the Rocket brand restage, right? We showed the Super Bowl ad, some of the print manifesto work, some of the out-of-home work. But really where we're going next is extending it to our broker community. And what I mean by that is, like, as you know, we work incredibly hard to make sure that you have the best sales support, expert underwriting, the fastest closing team in the business, and constant upgrades to our loan portal, right? We're taking that same focus on making your job easier and applying it to our marketing. We're creating a new narrative that sets you up and your real estate partners to earn more clients' business and grow your business in new ways at the same time. So you can see here the extension to the broker community starts with some of the ads that I just showed you. We're working on a whole set of new digital assets, social assets, and so much more that you're going to be able to use. And we can see here in the middle picture, one partner has already leveraged our social video for recruiting by sharing it in the middle here and adding some Spanish on top of that, which translates to helping more families reach the American dream with Rocket Pro. Join us. But beyond that, every day you all make a difference in people's lives. Our broker community is rich, vibrant, diverse, and experienced. And what that last picture is showing you there is that we want to focus on you. And we're going to be elevating your stories in a way that only Rocket can. Because not only are you helping clients in your community, but your businesses are businesses that are helping your communities as well. So I think you've heard me talk a lot. There's also a lot of talk going on in social right now. So if you're not following Rocket Pro, please do. And if any of this resonates with you, or as our future content that we release resonates with you in any way, feel free to share it and hashtag own the dream. And you can add to the conversation that's going on out there in social media. So I've said a lot. What I'd like to do is leave you with a quote, and it's a quote from our CEO, Varun Krishna. And you can see it here. He says, "We're doubling down here. We have an increased focus on marketing, and our broker partners are critical to our growth. We're very committed to that community for the long term." I think the last thing I'll just say is that no one is investing in you and this uniquely American dream like we are. And we are just getting started. Thank you.
All right. Please help me welcome to the stage Dan Segorka, Corey Scholl, Dan Nagoy, Katie Sweeney, and Mike Fawaz.
How's it going, everybody? Great to see so many familiar faces. I'm going to apologize right now. I was so excited for this day, and I woke up this morning, and the first person I tried to talk to, I realized my voice didn't work. So if stuff gets a little scratchy, I apologize, but these guys are going to do most of the talking. So Dan Segorka, thank you guys so much again for coming. Thank you for your partnership. We're going to ask some questions here, and then afterwards we're going to do a Q&A. We've got Corey Scholl here, sales, Dan Nagoy, operations, Katie, strategy and advocacy, and you all know Fawaz, okay? So, I think he set it up pretty well, right? 25 is going to be a different year. And, I joined the company late 2024, and there was a couple reasons why I joined. One was I read the blueprint, which was Varun's strategy for how we were going to take Rocket to another level. The other was a gentleman named Bill Emerson. Bill, you out there?
It's right there.
There he is. I don't know how many of you know Bill. He's our president This industry has a couple legends. He's one of them. So if you get a chance to say hi, I would suggest you do that. It's always worth your time. Thanks for coming, Bill. And just one thing about this team, like we wanted to reflect the different groups, some of the different groups that support you. Obviously, we don't have product here, we don't have technology here, but on the day-to-day, what I've seen since I've been here is I've never seen a level of commitment and heart from a team that cares about their partners as much and their partners' customers. We wake up every day, and these guys and I see it, and we run through walls for you guys, whatever it takes, every day. Right? That's where our hearts are, and we hope you guys feel that, and we appreciate you coming together and talking about it. One last thing. When you see that commercial, and Regis talked about it, just wanted you to understand the depth of our commitment to the brand and how we really feel like it's going to empower you in your communities. When you do a Super Bowl commercial, typically, you guys know how much they cost. It's all out there, right? It's a ton of money, and you produce it, and you do the commercial, and then most people are good, right? We're going to spend 7 times what we spent on the commercial over the next 6 months to get our message out about caring, empathy, helping everyone home, and we're going to really talk about our partners in a way we've never done before. So we hope you guys get excited about that, and we're really looking forward to seeing what it does for our collective business. So, okay. On to the questions. Corey, you're up first, buddy.
Wonderful.
All right, so we've talked about a lot of new stuff. We've talked about new teams. You've been here a long time, dude.
23 years.
Yeah. So what does this mean to you as a 23-season vet as you see what we're doing in 2025?
Yeah, so as the elder statesman, 23 years, like Rocket obviously is amazing. We know what we're doing. We like to figure it out. We do some amazing things. But if I look at my excitement level, I got to say, like the last 18 months has been the most excitement I've ever had for this business and for our partners. And I think it's shifting and changing how we do things, right? We started looking externally outside of Rocket, and we first saw like Varun come in as our CEO of Rocket. That was a big deal. Then we brought in chief marketing officer from outside, from like Coca-Cola and Airbnb, chief technology officer, and then 6 months ago, you, right? So we're changing the way we do things, the way we look at things. We're saying, look, all the answers aren't inside of Rocket, and they're not always inside of Rocket Pro, but we can go outside and get different ideas, get different ways that the industry should be looking at things and can look at things. It's been very exciting doing that. And then we said, okay, let's really break down the team that we have here now and really specialize our focus with this leadership team. And I'll start with myself. I was asked to step up and run all of sales. I was already working with our salespeople, our account executives, PDMs, everybody, our partners in this room and virtually. But it was more than that. It's like, hey, we need to make sure we are tying the threads every single day with the feedback that we get. We got to be looking at our technology and marketing and training and cap markets and product. So that's what I'm working with on a day-to-day basis as the EVP of sales, which is exciting. Then you've got Nagoy right here, this guy right here. My gosh, stepped in, maybe, I don't know, 8 months ago, 9 months?
It's been 10 months, 2 hours.
So you're not counting the days anymore. You used to count the days, right? It's been longer than a few days, but he stepped in ops, again, coming from just a different areas and saying, hey, I don't always understand ops, but my gosh, this guy is so obsessed with finding efficiencies and how do we, bring in AI and technology. Like we were talking, I'm gonna put you on the spot because we were talking this weekend. Ramon, you're gonna like this, by the way. I said, hey, look, we're doing really great things with like refis, and especially they don't have an appraisal. We can close them in 4 days, just waiting on TRID, which is annoying, but we can get it done in 4 days. I said, no, boy, why can't we use AI so we close every single refi in 4 days? And he said, yeah, let's do it. Let's give him a round of applause. He's gonna do it. 4 days, he's gonna figure it out. It's a big deal. And then I'm gonna jump over to Fawaz, which my friend Fawaz, been working with him for 7 years. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna steal your thunder because you're gonna go over some of this stuff, I think. But what this guy is going to be doing this year is going to be the most impactful thing for Rocket and for all of our partners out there. It is that impactful. He is going to be going into new areas we never even thought about going into, didn't think we can go into, and it's just not going into those new areas, but now he's going to be bringing all those ideas and all those learnings back to all of our partners to grow their business. So it's incredible, my friend. Very impactful. Last but not least, Katie Sweeney. 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, joined the team again from outside. We said, hey, what can we do to leverage more? You're gonna be bringing a lot of advocacy to our partners, which is amazing. I'm not gonna steal a second of your thunder, so I'm just gonna kick it to you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'm so excited to be here, and just thank you guys for having me. This is the dream team, and I spent the last 7 or 8 years doing everything I could from the ground up and creating an environment where brokers could thrive, where we were specializing in building communities and building connections and creating local heroes and telling their stories. And after the last 12 months of spending a lot of time on the Hill, I decided it was time to start looking around to see what the next step was gonna be. I actually was trying to squeeze money out of Dan, and somehow he got me to join the team instead. So I went looking for a sponsor and somehow found a job. But I think a huge part of what drew me here is exactly what Corey was saying. It's this marriage of the history and the celebration of where Rocket's come from, but also the excitement and the vision of where we can go. And when I think about being able to come into a company, I never thought I was gonna work for a lender again. I did it once, I had no interest in doing it again, and I wouldn't have done it unless I felt like this was the team and these were the partners, and we knew what consumers needed to be helped and we had a way to do it. My whole goal, I'm gonna tell them again, my whole goal, help people help more people. I sat down and wrote a mission statement for myself when I was 26 years old and said, every job I take, every initiative I spend time on, every project that I wanna tackle, I want to help people who can go out and have more influence in their community than I could ever dream of having on my own. And I think what we can do at Rocket Pro and how we can achieve that and some of the things that we have on the roadmap this year is the most excited I've been in a really long time. And to join a group of people and a group of partners that can show you every day you can be successful and still have a soul is invigorating. It's exciting. It's a very different side of the industry than I've had exposure to for quite some time. And I'm really stoked to be here. So thank you, Dan, for giving me a job. Thank you to Corey and Dan and Fawaz for welcoming me in. And I will tell you guys right now, these guys are rock stars. They know exactly what to do. They know how to do it. I'm still figuring it out, but I want to figure it out with you. I want this to be a part of our extension out into helping people home and what it means to own the dream and what it means to own your dream, not ours.
I love it.
Thank you, Katie. We're really glad you're here. All right, next question. Bro, you know this question gets me so excited.
It's your specialty.
Can I just
Can
talk
we just
about
tell
it?
the story?
Do I really have to ask you the
It's
question?
your specialty, man.
All right, bro.
I show up to, we were in an event, me and Dan in California a month ago, and we get on stage, and there's just not me, there's like a bunch of people on stage. Dan was the first guy to introduce himself, and here's how it went. My name is Dan Segorka, I'm the GM for Rocket Pro, and I can give you purchase leads. What do you think happened after that? No one said a word to me or anyone on that stage. I didn't think I introduced myself, Jim Black. I don't think you did. Everybody turned around to one corner and looked at Dan. That's the, I mean, think about it. I'm gonna give you purchase leads for free.
You got to know the magic words, man.
Welcome.
All right, so tell us not only that, but we'll talk a little bit about that, but
Yeah.
because you know it's near and dear to my heart. But what else is Rocket Pro bringing to the market this year that you're really excited about?
Yeah, look, it's a good question. Maybe I could just go back a couple of years, though. It's important. We talked a lot about in the last 24 months as markets started to change and things got tougher for brokers, for us, for everyone, about investing in the broker community. And I think over the last couple of years, we have done everything we can to continue to support you and do the things that we can. I mean, we talk about free credit reports. That's genuinely investing in the broker community. Thank you. We talk about padlock days where you're not having to make a phone call and have to worry about an extension or sell your client, but taking advantage of investing in you for your clients. I think that was a big deal as well. But now you talk about like taking it to the next level, owning the dream. Varun goes out to the market and says, we're gonna go from 4% purchase share to 8%. And you ask yourself, like, how is Rocket Pro is gonna participate and contribute to that number? It only makes sense as we continue to grow and we have broker partners on every street in America, every county, every city, every state, to invest with you when it comes to purchase, to invest with you when it comes to really building that purchase channel and have you actually grow your business. So one of the things, which is Dan's favorite thing, which is leads, we started a pilot about 10 days ago where we are now working with our retail partners and providing fresh purchase rocket.com leads to our broker partners in California. Again, it's a pilot. Not a lot of you are here. We're testing it. We're figuring out, can we convert better, which in my heart, I do believe 100% you can convert better. Do you agree with that? Brokers can, I want to hear it. Do you guys think you guys can?
There we go.
All right, so we're investing in you by providing you these leads because we believe you are part of this business, you're part of this partnership, and if it is a partnership, we want to provide to you. So that's Dan's favorite thing,
Love
and
it.
we're excited to.
And I think it's really about us using our scale and our ability to help you. But Fawaz said it best. You know, we're here in Detroit, right? Doing what we do, building our business here. You guys are everywhere across the United States where we're not, right? And so we're just set up so well to partner around that. And we're going to leverage technology, marketing, and all the things we do to help you in your local markets. So I mentioned a legend earlier. We got a visitor here. I wanted to.
Hey, look at that
shout
swag.
out
I
real
thought
quick.
I have swag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome.
Varun, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's
Hey,
everyone else
come
doing?
on up, man.
I heard there was something fun going on, so I had to drop by.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you all for being here. It
Yeah.
means a lot to us.
Any message you want to have for our partners here?
Put me on the spot without. No, I just dropping in for a few seconds, but I just wanted to say one thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for being here. I realize this is a significant investment in time, and it's worth it. I also want to congratulate our 2024 award winners, which I think we are recognizing soon.
Absolutely.
It's been a hell of a year. And I also want you to know, I mean, for me, being in the role now 18 months, this is a serious part of Rocket's business, and we're doubling down. I mean, you see that with the leaders that are on this stage. That's a reflection of our commitment, choice, flexibility, top-tier service, competitive pricing, and badass technology. That is something that you can hold us accountable for. And if there's anything that this group does to get out of line, you can always email me, Varun@rocket.com. I promise I read everything. So just wanted to say thank you for being here, and hopefully it's going to be a great, great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Varun. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go back to our next question. Mr. Nagoy,
Yes, sir.
Corey teased a little bit of this AI stuff. What do you got going on this year?
Yeah, so one, I get to follow Varun, so shout out for that, Varun@rocket.com, just make sure you write that down. But this is my first time on Ignite Live, and I'd be crazy not to shout out our operations team. And I genuinely believe, like in my heart of hearts, that we have the most talented operations team in the entire industry. I think from our partner support and frontline, to our crews and our underwriting, to title and closing, I would challenge all of you to find a team that has the level of passion, expertise, and commitment to all of you that our group has. With that said, though, like, I'm not naive, I'm not arrogant enough to believe that we're perfect, and one of the isms that we have in this organization is being obsessed with finding a better way. So if I think about that ism, that's really encapsulated the last like 10 to 12 months of this journey that we've had here in the operations team. So when we've been focused on providing a superb client experience. So I think about like SCE, superb client experience. And in that speed, you think about things like service, you think about things like consistency and certainty, and then most importantly, think about ease and efficiency. And I think every single tool that we've been building, that we've been deploying, has been designed to do all of that and then some. So I could probably talk for 3 hours, but then you'd never invite me back. And so one of the things that we're really focused on, that we're spending a lot of time with, is AI and automation. And so you think about data ingestion, doc extraction, and really allowing our technology to do the things that they do so that we can get faster things getting done, less delays, and really a strong commitment to getting you what you need. You combine that and you couple the power of AI with what we do with crews and our relationships. You know, we really want to get to a place where our computers are doing the things that our computers are going to do that are being checked by our humans, but then also our crews, our crew directors, our underwriters can really spend time getting to know you, getting to know your business operationally, and making sure that we move at the rate that we need to move to really support your business. And so just a really quick example of that, like over 90% of the documents that come in from an asset and income standpoint are automatically taken care of. They're automatically qualified. We have have our team members going in and double checking when necessary, so it's not unchecked human work, but at the same time, like, these are things that we're doing to build on that efficiency, to build on that speed, and ultimately create certainty for all of you. So we have a ton of things, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about it, but really, really excited about what's been going on. And want to shout out Kevin Randolph, who's in the back from our product team, who's been doing a ton of work to make sure that we're enabling some of the things that we're doing from a technology standpoint.
And just again, thank you. I know a lot of you have been involved in the development of the pilot program, the things we're doing in operations, and like we're going to continue to do that. We're going to bring innovation to market, partner with you, get your feedback on how we can use it, and then deploy it at scale. You're going to see a lot of that in 2025. Okay. We've been talking about, if any of you listen to our earnings calls or things we talk about in the press, you hear a lot of talk about purchase, right? Obviously, Rocket's known for being a refi giant. A lot of you guys focus on refi, but a lot of you guys focus on purchase as well. And our channel does about 56% of the purchase business at Rocket. So critical to what we want to do in purchase. So Fawaz, you and I have been working on some cool stuff in this regard. You want to talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah, look, again, you'll hear me talk a lot about, especially this year, we're through, when I think about, like when I look at a map and I think about our presence, really, it's not just Rocket in Detroit, it's us really present everywhere through you guys. Dan is sharing 56% of our purchase business is through this channel. It's not because we did it, it's because you guys are doing it every single day and you're working with those realtors. So for us, we want to work in a world where we're bringing you and the realtors in your community together. We want to build that collaboration and that investment between you and your realtors to be able to grow your business and also grow our market share. I mean, right now we have agents that we are working with in cities in America where we're going to work on providing you guys opportunities as a broker partner to show up to these events and be part of the events, not Rocket showing up, but you actually showing up to events that realtors are putting together and represent Rocket within your world, meaning your broker world, and be able to collaborate with realtors and have conversations. We have a gentleman in presence right now. He's here. He has, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a company called LabCoat, 175,000 realtors in this community. It's a free service that he provides. He has a massive presence, and he's here sitting with us in Detroit for the last 48 hours working on how do we provide opportunities for you guys through his network and others. So for me, I believe that 2025 Rocket Pro will be not just 56%, we'll take it to the next level, 65 and 70% of purchase business, because we are working on some very unique things. In the last 30 days, we're working on some joint ventures. So if you here are thinking about joint ventures with realtors, we're building this incredible blueprint to help you think about it, help you think about how do you build these joint ventures with real estate teams across the country. In the last 30 days, we have almost 75 joint ventures in the hoppers with broker partners, not Rocket, broker partners doing joint ventures with realtors in their cities and communities. And that's how you drive that relationship, collaboration, and build their business. Imagine a world, I'll leave you with this. Imagine a world where we have a community that has both realtors and mortgage professionals working together. Today, it doesn't feel that way. Although we're all on the same team, we're all trying to do the same thing, we're all trying to fight for the same cause, it just doesn't feel that way. And our ultimate goal in 2025 is to bring you that community and bring value to all of you. So we're very excited for it.
Love that. I hope you guys are getting the theme. Yeah. The theme of the homeownership ecosystem, right? Where it's not just a mortgage lender, right? It's the community, it's the homeowner, it's the real estate agent, it's the mortgage broker, and it's us, right? And we can all play our role in that. And we're going to double down on that this year. These are the types of things we're talking about. So Dan, you know, if I'm a partner and I hear that you're going to double or triple your purchase business, the first thing I might think about is like, well, how's Dan going to handle all that? So
there might be a couple gray hairs that come in.
You know?
We're ready for it. And when I think about our purchase business from an operations standpoint, I think about speed to certainty. And here's the reality. When it comes down to it, we've heard you. And I think the most overwhelming feedback I've heard from many of you is that like, hey, we appreciate your process. We know you got really talented people, but we want a little bit more control. It feels like we've got to reach out to you for everything, and things take longer than they need to, and my clients are waiting, and my partner, like, we need to figure this out. So Kevin Randolph is out there. Once again, I'm going to shout you out, Kevin, because that's been my partner in crime, and I will tell you, he told me that he would come on stage and tackle me if I revealed some of the things that we've been working on. However, what I can tell you is that in the coming weeks and months, we're going to be rolling out things that show you that we're focused on creating less friction points, creating opportunities for you to get instant client and instant support here from Rocket, and also make sure that you can get that speed to certainty as quickly as possible. Like, the reality is that we love talking to all of you, but at the end of the day, we want you to be able to do it because you choose to, not because you have to with every single thing going on. So we hope that with speed, we can help drive certainty, and with certainty, we can really help you grow your purchase business too.
Love it. All right, one more question, then we're going to do some Q&A. Katie, you know, when you talk about broker advocacy, how should the audience feel about what that means for them?
Yeah, well, I think first we have to set the baseline at what advocacy is. I think there's a really literal interpretation, and that's the work that we do in DC. If you guys don't know, Rocket has an incredible government affairs team. It actually is the only lender that I know of this size and scale that's invested as much in advocating on behalf of the industry. My first interaction with Rocket was through a mutual coalition, and finding out things that I didn't expect to learn, that we are very aligned in what brokers expect in DC and what Rocket expects in DC. And seeing that we have a team that's there on the Hill every single day, yes, that's advocacy. And I'm excited to join the team and bring a broker perspective to that conversation and make sure that what you need to remove friction back home through regulation, legislation, policy change, that's being communicated back to our team. But that's only one kind. Advocacy also starts internally. I mean, these guys are touching on some incredible programs that we have. A lot of them people don't know about. And a lot of them we have to draw attention to what we're doing, what we can offer, and how do we get more of those resources, more of those benefits, more of those initiatives in our channel for Rocket Pro. So there's external advocacy and drawing attention to what we need and the service that brokers provide for homeowners across the country, but there's internal also. And that internal advocacy and making sure that we're getting the message out and that people understand what we represent, what we're trying to accomplish, what we want to achieve, those are things that make this machine unstoppable, that create a community and bring people together and show your customers back home that you are trying to make it easier for them to own a home, but you're also trying to make it easier for them to stay in their home, and that we're creating support structures across the board that allow you to be the local hero, that allow you to be that person who provides service for anyone and everyone who needs it. It's a lot of it that I think there's so many interesting things that we're doing from a marketing perspective, but I think the thing that I'll leave you guys with that's really important for this entire team, advocating on behalf of this channel is incredibly important. And so much of that comes down to ensuring that you can choose to run your business the way that you want to run it. We're not going to force you into a box. We don't want you to adapt to our process. We need to build and empower yours. And advocacy crosses all of those channels and finds itself in a lot of different unique places. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great. And I think, you know, just to further that, even from a technology perspective, you talked about choice, right? We're going to spend a lot of time this year connecting to different platforms that are out there. We're already working with a lot of you on integrating your LOSs into our platform. We're going to do a ton more of that, right? So like, our belief is you should be able to run your business with the tools that you want to use and connect to us, and we want to remove all the friction to that. So continue to give us your feedback on what you like to use, how we should connect to it. We're going to keep rolling that out. And feel free to reach out to Katie, myself, with thoughts you have around anything we're talking about. We're always here for you guys, okay?